One of the most common tools that is used for sort of interaction between you as students and between you and your tutors are discussion groups or discussion boards, and this is just a brief screencast to show you how to use these. So here's an example from the MSc in IHTA, but it's basically the same with everything. This one is a discussion based around sort of telling everybody a bit about yourself. It's an introductory discussion. Most discussions will be related to some activity that you might do as a group, or you might do as an individual, say reading a particular thing, then you have to comment and report back in a discussion, for example. But here's how to use them. So we go on this one here. Depending on which browser you're using, either the discussion board will launch by itself, or if it doesn't, you see this click to launch here, you simply click on that. Here's this discussion getting to know you, simply click on the discussion. As you can see, everything's fairly intuitive. Here's the first post to that discussion, and to reply to that you simply click on that button there, and you scroll down a bit. That gives you the chance to edit the heading. You may wish to move the discussion on. You may wish, in this case, for example, to put your name, because this is an introductory discussion. And then it works here, like it would any sort of email. So you type in whatever it might be. Then you've got all these sort of text editor elements here. So you can just highlight and make something bold, or italics, or underline, whatever it might be. You can also put in things like links there. Edit a link, you simply enter the link path there and enter a title there, and then you can have a link to whatever you might want to put in your post. Obviously click insert there, and there are things if you want to attach things as well. There you go, there's an insert file. You can attach files and documents and so on to your post. And then simply enough, you simply click submit at the bottom, and your post will appear under that one. And if you weren't happy with it and you think, oh, I need to change that actually, then you can just simply click on edit to go back in and edit it, or delete to delete it. And then you can see the discussion. You'll have a point with various points below it on a particular thread. Now, as you can see, we can't sort of get back to where we were unless we sort of go up here. This is the way of getting back to the thread. And here's, we've got a couple more buttons here. You may wish to create a new thread yourself, so if you simply click on that, you'll be creating the first post in the thread. And this button here is also really important, subscribe. If you click on subscribe once you've gone into a discussion, then essentially every time somebody posts to it, you will get an email. Okay, so it means you don't have to keep going back in to see whether people have posted or not. If you click on subscribe, if you subscribe to a discussion, then you will be told when people have posted. And here's the discussion with my addition there, my little addition there. And the only other thing that I'm going to tell you about discussions is that because sometimes they can be sort of buried away in the content of a particular week, so for example that was in week 1 and it was down here, you might not always want to go around looking for it again. So what we do is, and this was in response to a request from a student a couple of years ago that they would find this helpful, is that we now also make them available when discussions are running in the left hand menu, so you don't have to go looking for them. You can simply click on there, and whichever discussions are running will appear in a list, and you simply click on it, and there you go, it takes you straight to it. And that's the discussion boards.